Ooh. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes light in. Sally! High five! Double high five, Sally! Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I'm sorry. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? We worked so fucking hard on that poem. Damn it, Sally, I'm so proud of us right now. Yuri takes a breath. So, Sal Yuri, game theory. What kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly and then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. She traced her fingers along the... Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that the both style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing, even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. You can't catch a train! Silly, Yuri. You know, Chai, homeless people do it all the time though, right? Spicy jokes. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a bit biased though. Biased how? Well, I mean you can, but there's no saying you'll live. True. Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if it's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ooh. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathe. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But you took a long time to read. I took like 2 seconds, bro. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. Oh, I'm really glad you liked it. I gotta do the hot girl voice. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, KJ. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. You just were saying that I took so long on it. Yeah, I'm sorry, Yuri. It was our first fight. It was our first fight, Yuri. I remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. And soon to be left with nothing. It's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. It's impressive. I just like the It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. I didn't write it just specifically so that you would like it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It wasn't that impressive. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all of this, but in the end, I really enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, KJ. Me too. Alright, let's show our poem to Natsuki next, because she's gonna fucking hate it. KJ, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. Oh, what? What? Harsh. What, you expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Yeah, fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Listen, man, I'm all for you writing poetry, but, wasn't my favorite. Wasn't my favorite poem in the world. They do be slaying that recorder, though. Yeah. You did interpretive reading. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. You did tell me. You did tell me I wasn't gonna like it. I like it. I'm a liar. What? Just be honest. I am. I'm still a liar. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. know what, fair enough. My bad. But isn't the point of writing poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style shouldn't or wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can really be disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Oh, you know what, fair. Actually, you know what, fair point. Yeah, I understand. That's a fair assessment of that poem. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. I set up for a rhyme in the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Huh. You know what? I should reread that poem. I feel bad now, because, fair enough, dude. Fair enough, actually. Brings out the feeling like in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That was the truth. That was a truthful statement. That's what I mean. That's what it means to be a pro. And she got that snaggletooth poking out, though. Boop. I'm glad you learned something. You didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. See, blah, 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 blah. I kind of like Sayori too, even though she's an airhead. This is a good poem, KJ. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't take it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm just really happy that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, KJ. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Sure, Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her at all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh, okay. Ooh, this is pleasant. Alright. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. It wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That's cute, actually. This is just, but did you wait this morning to write this? No. It's just a little bit. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I mean, she just did. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least it makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Zombies are like so last centuries. It's the werewolves, of course. Of course. I was hoping witches, actually. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds like you. It just sounds like you, alright? Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast! Was there avocado on it too? Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast! Fair enough. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Oh yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright, here we go. Oh, I gotta prepare my vocal cords for this one. Hi, KJ. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, do you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we could do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, KJ. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, KJ. I'm not impressing you, Monica. I was going, ooh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go so far. Bleh. I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations. Oh, what? That's me. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. That fucking pose gets me every time. Every time. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? I do know she likes this kind of writing. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. That's why I wrote it the way I did. It's very challenging to write like that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it by just feel, or by letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry about that though. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'll try trying different things a lot. It could be a lot before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. It's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles. But I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Oh, my ding-danging clips keep falling out in the back. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. I'm gonna write the way Yuri wants me to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Ooh, hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No! I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. But it's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I don't really know the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of our poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk so deep about that. Deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and then tidy it up a bit later. Another way to think about this is, if you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a dark, big puddle of ink. It's a tip for the day, y'all. Well, just leave your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Are we done? Whew! I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. Since if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they are just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across from Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each one of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's... Sorry, Chad. It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice, you say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I guess I do have a couple of suggestions. I was looking for suggestions, I would have said, oops. What about someone who actually liked it? Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and KJ did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some of my suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And KJ liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh shit. We got a cat fight happening. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that KJ appreciates my advice more than he appreciated your... Damn. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Oh no, I'm about to... Don't look at me. No, don't look at me! Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh! Natsuki, listen to you, Chai. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as KJ started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, it's a little... This doesn't involve you! I can't do both their voices at the same time. It's not gonna work like that. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both the girls turned towards me as if they noticed I was standing there. Oh, no. KJ, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. She could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making all your poems so convoluted for no reason? You mean you should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, KJ. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no. What? Wait. There's a reason why there's so many deep expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessary and limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, KJ? Well? this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Natsuki. You're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? Eh? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's just... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I know, right? I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. Ooh. Boo-boo? But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well. If you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? Natsuki clenches her teeth. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't mean to. You know what? I'm gonna go do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Damn, girl. Without warning, Natsuki snatches up her poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. She really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything all right? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. Wrong voice. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone have gotten frustrated? How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, KJ. You're too kind. Ew, 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 ew. I'm thankful to have you part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. On that last thing Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what did she say? Never mind that. I'm gonna make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's time for us to leave. How do you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I say it was worth it. Okay, I watched the replay later. It was alright. Well, mostly. It was alright. Well, mostly. KJ, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Oh my god. Maybe learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. Wait, do I have to do it? I have to do this all over again? Ugh. I learned something about the kind of poem everybody likes. With any luck, that means I can do a better job of pressing who I want to press. And now with something newfound determination. KJ! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I really can't say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's like the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, KJ, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. And I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day's gonna be so much fun. Sigh. Looks like Sayori still has caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Just Yuri. Let's do this. Oh, God.